All right. Hello, hello, hello. It's Saturday night. We are back for yet another stream. Be continuing on this Choo Choo's Demi Trainer tonight. We got almost the left arm completely done too. So with some luck, we'll make some serious progress tonight. Looking forward to that. We're also giving away the HGYF19 from Bandai this evening, which should be fun as well. Before I jump into building tonight, though, I want to say hello, jump into the chat, say hello to everybody who's here, and all that stuff. One or two other things before I do that, though, before I forget. Number one, we do have a sale going on this weekend. You can use SEL15 for 15% off select items over at mechawarehouse.com. Some excellent stuff in that collection. There's a lot of stuff. I think it's almost 150 different products, and we had a great restock yesterday as well, so it's a bunch of new items in stock, so definitely worth heading on over to mechawarehouse.com tonight while you're watching, if you haven't been over there in a little while, see what we got in and check out that sale. So I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello. Oh yeah, the one other thing, if you enjoy these streams, hit that like button. Really appreciate it if you do. It helps a whole lot to help get other people to see the stream and stuff, and so that's always good. But that said, I'm gonna jump in the chat and say hello. What's up, Caleb, the Time Sink, Dylan Dull, Keith Bishop, Maverick Entity, Wolfpack, Anthony, Nick Chase, John Lasseter, what's going on, Real Time 88, Marcus Hatch, Austin Bertolini, Peter, what's up, Massive Attack, Erfag, Gelgorgs, maybe, Matt Atkinson, let's see, Kyle Dixon, what's going on, DRS 1138, how are you, Searchlight, J plus K, MZ, Fantastic Vin, maybe, Nick Chase, Weeks K, Daniel Morgan, Jason S, what's going on, thankful for the stream tonight, the person today visited my grandma who's in hospice, sorry to hear that, man. Hope it goes as well as can be expected considering that kind of circumstance. What's up, TJV, Buster, Cobalt Wolf, Damien, Mark D, Depeche from Phoenix, sick as a dog, but I'm still here. I'm glad you could make it. Hope you feel better soon. What's up, Dylan, Dolfo, Stacy S, Lego Yoda. Yeah, it's like saying fantastic. You can call me Vin now. A little easier. Alright, so I think that's everybody who's here so far. I'm going to jump into the build. I'm excited to make some progress on this one. I think we left off doing the other hand. I guess I'll do the open hand for the left hand here. So it's D110 and D19. Had a tree fall in my garage and fence, messed up the roof. Ouch. Hope your insurance good for it. G-Sosby arrived midweek, almost as good as winning a giveaway. I hear that's a great kit. I need to build mine soon. Okay, 11 and 9. What's everybody been up to? Hope everybody else is having a good weekend so far. A good week. What's up, Double O Gundam Exia? Last weekend for sure. Well, that's good. Been binging on Fallout 4. I haven't played like anything Fallout since like Fallout 2 or something. What's up, Rob Sadler? Dolph just getting home from a call out. The inner frame for my new Gundam MG. Nice. So we're PG Unleashed I got from you all. It's awesome. Nice. Good to hear. Tree belongs to the city, so I'm going to try and get them to pay for everything. Also, the neighbor's fence and shed and house. Ouch. Well, hopefully they're good for it then. Snagged a dope arc, send me a canvas print from Hobby Lobby. Gonna hang it up. Nice. HGR Gym 79 right now from last month's mystery box. Sweet. What's up, James? Saturday's been good and finished a Murine figurized kit I started last weekend. This afternoon I'll probably add the stickers later, but it looks nice as is for now. Nice. What's up, Celestial Beans? My weekend's been okay, although nothing really exciting. I slept in this morning, not intentionally. Resulted in kind of a nasty headache that's mostly gone now, thankfully. I spent most of the morning, it's the first of the month, taking care of book stuff for the business. And then a little bit of game time with the family. And movie night. And then stream, so. Snap built MGJ again in about 4 hours. Glad there's no podcast. Made it easier to paint later. What's up, Charles Cole? Slept in because your body needs the rest. I think so, probably. I feel like I've been really tired lately. So that's probably it. But I feel like when I sleep in, I often feel crummy as a result. What's up, Tom? So my Demon Slayer and Goku Kid tonight. Nice. Finished cleaning up Wing Proto Zero. That's ready to start painting tomorrow. Awesome. I still need more time for painting and all that other kind of stuff. I was hoping to... I'm trying to get more hobby time in like Saturday afternoon as like an extra session. It worked last week, which helped to make up for the fact that I was at ValleyCon all day Sunday. And we're traveling to and from ValleyCon, so the extra time helped last week. But today that didn't quite work out between the sleeping in thing and everything else. Need more time for everything. I totally agree. Buenas tardes, Nicholas Sabroso. I don't speak it as Spanish. Just opened up my RG Sosby and started with Build Tonight. Nice. Started playing my 8th string again. That's cool. I wish I could play a 6th string reasonably well, let alone an 8th string. At least stretching will help fatigue. Also, a little late, walking the dog, no worries. Starting comfortable because painting was optional, so trying to live the guilt-free snap lifestyle. That makes sense. Cool 2-screen setup, this and WrestleMania. Been in a model funk of sorts whenever I try. Just feel meh and can't get into it here lately. So it feels tasty, Nicholas. Gotcha. Well, good to know. Model funks or any sort of like burnout kind of stuff can always be interesting. There's probably a few different ways around it. One is just to take a break from building. It is a hobby. It is optional. The other is just to try something completely different. Or if you usually paint, take the painting pressure off maybe and snap build a kit or find something that excites you. Of course, if you can't find that thing that excites you, then that's a little tough, I guess. Curious what everybody else does if they get into a funk. I don't feel like I get burnt out on the building side too often, but I think part of that's that I don't get to build as much as I'd like. What's up, Jay Punisher? What's up, Machine Museum and Air and Space? Bought the YF-19 yesterday, so do I try for 2? I think you could. I feel like it's a kit that I think you theoretically could make use of 3 and display it in all 3 modes, right? Been all my money on Gunpla lately, but it took today to go to a frag swap. Picked up some great coral for my marine tank. first in a while because Gundam ate my wallet. Pick 2 expensive hobbies. Alright, feel burnout from Bandai kits. I tackle third-party kits. That's a good way of going about it. What's up, Velcro Shoe Guy? There's some severe thunderstorm tornado warnings on the East Coast. Definitely not here. Might do a Hunt Falcon kit in the background, bed in the backlog. That might be a good way to go. Just up late and woke up with a headache. Been a slow day. Had my next order sitting in the cart for like 2 weeks now. You want to wait for the next restock? You got time. I still have a Black Friday code used by the end of May. You still got a little time there. Fun takes. Like the statue gets called the green pepper. I'm going to do a white and gray paint job and call it a ghost pepper. Interesting. I feel like a white and black color scheme on Kshatriya could look really cool. I need Rex on where to shop for model airplanes. Not really. I have not done anything with model airplanes since a long time ago. I think I built one when I was a kid or something. Imagine the sales weekend. I got a few kits that weren't on sale. Nice. Thank you, Matthew. Deal on the pre-order PGX will arrive like April, May, August. Definitely April. It just shipped. It should arrive this week. This coming week. It's up Blasphemy Builds. Like adding more MG grunts from the Fed side to it. And then I read the Jesters are next week. So I didn't nab one of those Nemos. We didn't get very many Nemos in that shipment. We'll hopefully be able to find some more. It's been hit or miss on stock for certain things. Some things we're able to get a whole bunch of, some things less of. And even the ones that we can get a whole bunch of, we're often deciding not to help allow us to get more variety, depending on who we're getting it from. Those are Andy's Workshop or Burbank Hobbies for airplanes. Okay, there you go. Just got my Evangelion 001 2.0 today. Just look at the book now. Going to be fun. No English. Ordered a third-party kit called Cow Ren by Motor Nuclear. Damn it. But attempt to take advantage of that sale you got going on. Definitely do. We got plenty of stuff. And use an HD Grimoire. I don't think we have any coming immediately. Right now, everything's been basically ordering it when it pops up. We don't have any outstanding, like, big orders at the moment. Although we are working on lining up a few distributors to let us order ahead of time, both some of the hot reprints and the new releases that are coming out later this year. Appreciate the update. Been looking for a kit for like a year now. So April Fool's for MG Gashach here, right? It's an annual joke at this point. There's a lot of kits that are obvious April Fool's jokes, it feels like. See April Fool's for continuation of G-Gun. Want to see an RG Gelb or Dom Tropin for today? Anybody else building tonight? What are you guys working on alongside the stream? Mr. Sign April Fool's joke for Gundam Crossbone anime. I'm still disappointed that I felt it. Frosty KRG Perfectibility, MG Blitz, HG Luan to the green one, nice. I think I just fell for the wrong hand here. Jeez. All that effort, and it's the wrong one. Yep, I need the 10. Mighty drywall, there you go. Seam line removal right there. Since I have 2 weeks to finish it, I'm on day 5 and almost done. Slides on high new. HG Zaku 3, HG Jesta Methus, nice. Zabungo Caprica. How are the Zabungo kits? Those are some older ones, I think, right? They're like older repackaged reprints or something. HG Ariel, a small break then working RG Matsumina. Going in from a model competition in Anniston, Alabama, working on an 1/100 sniper. What are you building today next? Sorry, I missed most of the last couple streams. Tonight, it's the Choo Choo Demi Trainer from Witch from Mercury. You should do 135 armor, so Gundam is my break. Nice. I need them to come back out with that 135. I forget what the name of the tank is, but there's a tank kit that Bandai makes. They need to reprint that. Was that Thunder I just heard? They need to reprint that one. I'd love to do it and then enter it into an armor category or something and see how the IPMS guys react to that. Cheap build dive, re-rise. The double barrel one, correct? Yes, yeah. It's got the 2 barrels. It almost looks like a tank out of like Command and Conquer Red Alert or something. More kits abandoned needs to reprint than there are stars in the sky. Put some sandpaper on popsicle stick. There you go. Pink Bandits, think you're talking about falls under sci-fi. I need to reject the rules on that one. It's Command and Conquer. See, it probably does fall under sci-fi, but I think it would be funny to enter it as a regular tank. It's on Amazon for only $239. The Motor King 100 Zaku tank. What's up, Adam Champo? Get myself to work on the RG Unicorn or finish the B box of PG Double Riser and won't let myself start a third kit. What's up, ECBX? Should call my planes at 172 or 100. 148 has a bunch of empty surface area to paint. Yeah, it definitely sounds like thunder. You sand your award-winning Dom the same way you're sanding your choo-choo. No, it was actually done before I started using the double O riser. Double O riser, the razor. Wow. I am tired. Before I started using the Razor Origin here, it was all sanding sponges and that kind of stuff. I don't know that I've actually painted a kit that I've used the razor on yet. Shooting and finishing up Erratums. I want to build a bit, maybe finally play with some sort of paint, just course model in general, but I believe there's a second group that judges the armor at the events. Like AIM or something. It's a class of its own. I think it depends on the show. There might be a local group that kind of manages that where you are, but I don't think there's a nationwide group that's always there for armor. What's up, Al Tyson Knocked? It's a show. How are you, sir? I am well, thank you. How are you? Seems like every show's a little bit different in that regard. Different clubs have different things going on. Like down at ODO, there's definitely like some Gundam people that judge the Gundam category. You go to some of the shows up here in New Hampshire, for example, and the Gundam category is definitely being judged by members of the club that probably don't know anything about Gundam. Around here there's a group just for armor, and through the states I go to for shows. It's interesting. I've been to shows where it seems like the club is focused mainly on like planes and cars. There's other shows where they seem more focused on tanks, for example. So it really depends on the event, what's going on there. bounce. The bounce is good. I've been liking it. Local Gundam shows here in Kansas City start the Gundam category with RIP Mass. Like the new coin design. Thanks, Matthew. Anyone who hasn't heard, we do have the new 2023 coin up for order on the Discord for Discord members. I like the new design too. I think that ordering deadline is next Friday, so if you're a Discord member and you haven't taken a look at that, you should definitely check out the announcements channel and get your order in sooner rather than later so you don't miss out. Got to take a photo of the old account to try and source coin with number from yesterday. Nice, Matthew. I get the number I want. Hopefully. What number's your coin, Tom? Are you trying to get the same one you had before? Okay, so now there's the left hand. Okay. A18, B20. Just give what you have to give a number and ask the question. Nick, if you were to get a Gundam tattoo, what would you get and where? I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't have any tattoos, and I don't really want any. But if I had to get a Gundam tattoo, like if I had to, where would I put it? What would I get? Maybe that's a weird hypothetical because I know it'll never happen, so. I should just go all out crazy since I wouldn't actually get a tattoo and do like the entire wing lineup as a giant back piece or something. Trying to get a different one. I think mine are 69 105. Don't remember. I could be wrong. It depends on what year you got. I think I know who has a 69. Not sure about 105. Sort of the company mascot. Well, it's not a Gundam, so when someone says a Gundam tattoo, I don't think blue. Nick, what's the next Gundam anime you'd love to see? I'm still working through Witch right now. I feel like I need to watch IBO. Would probably be the next one I would try to watch. Here's a full back. Would be awesome if done right. Friend in Japan now, and he wants to see the Gundam. That's cool. Wing Snow White Prelude should be the centerpiece. Wish Tempo was like Wing, but good. seen Nightmare Aerial post on YouTube? I haven't. Definitely hear the thunder. Yeah, it's definitely there. Hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. Doing the first draw yet? Not yet. I'm going to put up a question and a range here in a moment. As far as Mecha Warehouse lore, would you say Blue One is technically American muscle or a foreign model? I would think, in my mind, the way the story goes, it's definitely American made because it's built here, but never seen one in 2000. I'm gonna blow my shit away yesterday. Ouch. Was it like a plastic shed or something and not like a actual built like wood one? Or I just saw a lightning flash around my shades here. I hit mass, it's heading your way probably. Lovely. Well, just be warned if power goes out that I may or may not be back. Hopefully sand this piece, get it on, and then I'll put up the number range. What's up, Rick? What's up, Rob? Lightning and thunder here in VA as well. Guess that means that we're officially coming out of winter here. Just wish it hadn't been so cold the past few days. It's been pretty chilly up here. Feels like it's swinging back and forth between spring and winter. All right. Pretty warm for a few hours before the rain returned. Okay. Let's see, number range. All right, so for the first draw, let's do a number between 1 and 1100, and we're going to do the question, where's Waldo? This is another viewer question from weeks back, thanks to Kilo Delta. So 1 to 1100, and where's Waldo? Should be an interesting set of answers here. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You're hard. Your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry, and you must be present to win. I wasn't serious. I feel like I have to give credit on questions like that one for sure. On that page somewhere, that's a good one. I suppose the next weekend is supposed to be another winter storm. Jeez. Behind you. I'm not gonna look then. Waldo can't hurt me if I don't see him. Feels like that storm's getting closer. Just west of the third tree, the next town in the neighboring state. And if you don't move. Well, is that thunder here from your side? Yes. Yeah, it's getting louder, getting more frequent. I think the storm's moving towards us. I spoke too soon when everybody was saying, hey, is everybody getting thunder and stuff, or whatever it was, that question earlier. It's interesting that that can articulate up a little bit. How good is it, your mic, that it can pick up thunder so well? It's a Blue Yeti Nano or whatever. It's pretty good. Schrodinger as well, though. All right, legs. Okay, and this is a do it twice step. Okay, C7 and 8, B21. I've been doing so well in terms of dropped pieces. What was the question? The question is, where's Waldo? That sounds menacing. Where'd that piece just go? Okay, and then B21. Keep your desk dust free. I use my razor too and end up with tons of dust. I don't know. Honestly. I don't know that it's dust free. Just you can't notice because of all the dust from everything else in the house. What should be my number called so the power goes out for either of us? Never full joke, but did anyone see the MG Vidar Bandai has on display? No. Great, that means incoming storm here in an hour. Which is amazing. I wish it was up here in Maine. Well, I'm not sure which direction it's going. It sounds like it's going north, so maybe it is on its way towards you. I'm gonna call time here in a moment. Does the wet sponge do? I don't have a wet sponge, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. And when April Fool's good, they would have announced the retail Origins gym. It's a good upgrade chisel. Been using Mr. Line, but it's a pain to keep track of the bits. They are labeled a bunch of hand-labeled capsules, rather a chisel with the size printed on. Good question. I haven't used much in the way of chisels, so I don't have a good recommendation. We'll call time here. Blue thing that is a rectangle. This, it's more gray. This is the balancer. It's like a sanding sponge. It's not wet. Okay, so time is called no. Oh, it looks like Loom got here just too late. Okay, so number from 1 to 1100. Let's draw that. Oh, is that on screen? I guess it is. 924. Wow, we got a first time win right there. Look at that. Congrats, Rob. Hopefully he's actually here. I think that was happening. Like, yeah, the past couple streams have been early wins. Well, congratulations, Rob. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. What are the odds? The odds of it happening today were 1 in 1100. Rearrange my granddaughter's birthday numbers around, seeing as her B-days this month. Nice. It's better for painting. Turbodork or Citadel? Airbrushed or hand brush? Now you're power cut. Clear silver or gunmetal is a good color for chest vents. I think either could be good. Probably depends on what's going over. point of having kids. I think it was at one point. I'm not sure if that's still legal though. People saw we're planning to do a blind box contest, mystery box contest with a Kotobukiya kit. I'm still working out the final details and trying to get supplies and prizes and all that stuff lined up. I think that's gonna be really cool. Distracted, I'll clear my keyboard. What I missed so far, we just had a first draw winner for the HGYF19, so that's the most notable thing. Excited about that contest. Me too. I think it's going to be good. I got a thumbs up from Kotobukiya proper. They're going to be sending out some prizes for support in addition to the gift card prizes that we're planning on doing. So I got to ask Nick. Mention the Dom head to him next. Oh, it's my son for the thing. That'd be a good idea. That'd be cool. Interested in the mystery box contest about how much you're aiming for them to be. They're probably like $20, $25. I'm still working out the exact pricing and stuff. It's going to be whatever the price on the mystery box is going to be less than the retail for the items in it, if that makes sense. So it should be a decent deal. We're looking at looking at a Kotobukiya kit for this contest. I'd just be careful not to get attached to what you think it might be, so that way if you're surprised with it being something else, you're not disappointed. I'm pretty excited Koto reach out directly. Well, I reached out to them since we're now direct to Kotobukiya. I'm really looking forward to cycling through the rest of these old orders with these other distributors, so most of our stuff will be coming direct. But it's cool to have the Connection Conzoids. Really built Bandai, so I think it'd be fun to try it out. I'm really disappointed with the discount on a kit. Right? You'd have to be kind of like a psychopath to be unhappy getting a kit at a discount, right? Speaking of which, I'll mention again, just because there's more people here, we do have that Select 15 sale, SEL 15 for 15% off select items this weekend. Got some good stuff in that collection. 21 and 31. What's up, Doug? Rossi? 313. Spent $100 in sales stuff. Nice, it's not bad. What'd you end up picking up, Matthew? Working on a new house. Anyone do anything today, Nick? What do you mean by doing anything? Working on the Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer here. Wake up late, headache, and not eating all day is taking a major blood sugar toll. I'm streaming and driving to a food place. Just the dual and the Aegis, if y'all want to convince me. Oh, that's a hard choice. I haven't built either, so I don't really have an opinion. I think I like the duals design better though. Use to put on water slides to help them set. I usually use Mr. Mark Setter. There's other decal setting solutions out there in the market that are basically the same thing though. So diorama, Nick going. The dioram's going well. Last week I was putting on the paint for the main surface. I got most of the area. I think I missed a couple spots I want to get when I work on it tomorrow. And then I'll be doing the dirt texture. That's my Sunday goal for tomorrow. So if I get through all that, I'll be really happy. Trying to think of a great gift for the missus since she just earned her master's. Their PG kit, but she's not a fan of building like me. Yeah, probably PG for somebody who's not into building might be a bit much. Keep not buying dual because as soon as I do, I know though now it's blue dual. She dispensed MGF 91, system base 001, few accessory packs, and the truss base also picked up this award, part separator, and the YF 19. Nice haul. How many kits you think you build in a year? Typically, probably up to a dozen, maybe. It depends though, because there are definitely kits that take like months. Like when I did the Blade Liger, but some of these other ones are, take a few weeks. So it probably averages out to about a dozen, give or take. Let's see, any thoughts about going live building a diorama? Diagram. I'm assuming you mean diorama, not diagram. I don't think I could do live for a diorama just because there's a lot of moving around. I need some serious camera work going on. I'd love to film some of that stuff. I don't know if that's something people would be interested in. I kind of want to try setting up some other content like that, like recording that. I almost thought about doing a separate channel just for myself and my building and stuff, and trying to film some of that. especially like the diorama stuff. I have to figure out how to film it, but I don't know if that'd be something people would be interested in. Do time lapse of diorama build, maybe. Diorama's like art. It's definitely, I feel like, more challenging. I have to figure out how to film it, but I like watching a lot of the channels that do diorama builds, and I think it'd be interesting to do that, like, but with Gundam, essentially. It's the hours of critical thinking. Vlog the diorama. Yeah, I have to figure out how to film it and how to get that set up. Off the diorama or channel. What's up, Lisa? We were talking about mystery box earlier. I think you can let us in on what was in the March box. I think we probably talk about the March box. Choose bigger kits I want to build to see problems ahead of time. See, I don't know if I want to do just kit builds. I'd probably want to do like diorama stuff if I was going to do that, because I don't snap many kits that aren't on stream. So March was mobility, right? Which box was which? Yeah, March was mobility. So that was HG powered gym, HG silver bullets. There was a Kotobukiya propellant tank MSG part and the 30-minute missions air fighter. Get a camera set up to stream my builds. We're using to keep the camera on the kit. So these are webcams. This is like the I think it's a Logitech C922, I think. And I've just got this articulating arm stand. You can kind of see it. It's kind of hidden behind the mic over here in the side view. And that's what holds the camera in place. What's up, Monster Trio? Building my MG Nanju OVA tonight. Nice. Have you used the Razor Restore yet? If so, how do you use it? I have not used Restore yet. That's the microfiber cloth, right? I'm going to be painting the sleeves logos. It's like a jean material. Are you going to be painting them like a reverse wash or something? All right, so we're going to give away a pin or patch or poster since we gave away the kit really fast tonight. So let's see. For the second draw, yeah, reverse wash, cool. I haven't tried one of those. I want to try that at some point. So for the second draw, let's do a number from 1 to 450 and answer the question, pancake or French toast? The reusable napkin material cloth that comes with the razor beginner set. Interesting. Okay, so 1 to 450, pancake or French toast. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Waffle. All right, B14, B23, sorry, I'm late. Let's absorb and building RG Crossbow and hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Tim? Welcome. Chicken cut's so delicious, almost home. And then I need to not domino all my runners twice. Absolute butterfingers here. Let's do the part C11. I had to add a runner dominoes counter to my overlay because I knocked them over a bunch. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this part and then I will do our next draw here. It's kind of interesting ankle armor. All right, let's call time. Locked up some of those kind of cheesy runner holders from Amazon. It's all FU, fun and games until you tap one, they all go down. Right. Okay, 1 to 450. 409. You're a loser misplaced part during a stream to spend 15 minutes looking for a part I didn't even remove yet. There was one time. What number did I just pick? Let me make sure I get that before I 409. Let's do that, and then I'll answer that. Looks like there's no 409. I'll let you guys confirm. But otherwise, I will do another draw in a little bit. So anyway, you ever lose or misplace a part during a stream, just spent 15 minutes looking for a part I didn't even remove yet. So there was this one time I dropped a part or something, and I think collectively I and the stream looked for it for like 15 minutes. People were going back to the replay, trying to figure out when I dropped it and seeing if they could see where it went. We eventually found it, I think. Super frustrated to spend like the whole stream looking for a part though. Kind of convenient though to be able to go to the instant replay to try to find a missing part. Selling a dual and gin for the shopping cart. Good choices. Dropping parts on carpet is awful. Lint roller comes clutch though. Lint roller is a good idea. Another vacuum with like a sock over it can be an idea. That can work pretty well. Office here is all carpet, so definitely have to deal with that problem. The studio upstairs is a rubberized floor, which kind of helps. Do make a modeler's bib. Nice. So that works a little bit better, but still not perfect either. Going to need a model's bib. I'm clumsy. If you guys are still dropping numbers, it looks like the draw's already been done, so your stream's probably a little behind. And one conversation this week with one of our distributors. So I think we've got at least one source to get some of these new pre-order items from Bandai, the new releases, and get some kind of committed and locked up early enough that we'll be able to offer them for pre-order, hopefully. I'm curious what you guys are most eager for of the newly announced releases. I think the RGF Beyond's the one I'm most interested in. But there's a lot of good stuff coming. Bigger Eyes Keats. Should probably be very cool though. I don't think there's an MG Vidar coming. That's super crazy. Epion, but someone I know loves it, and I want to build one for them. I'll be getting the RNG Epion. That's cool. SDCS Banshee. I'm excited about more SDCS kids coming around because that's definitely a cool line. I did an SDCS Gundam ground type a ways back, and it was a nice build. None of the new Bandai kits have my attention. I'm looking for a couple Motoroid kits that are supposed to come out this year. That's cool. Which ones? I haven't built anything from the Motoroid line yet. I think I got like one on the backlog, maybe. I think I got a B Riot or something. Something like that. Do you like watching Nick build? What about it? Because I still don't understand this phenomenon. I'm not sure why you guys are all here, honestly. There's a Voltron and some demon looking one. Not sure that Voltron's cool. What's up, Skyrider? Very first clear kit today, and the Razor I bought from the store really came in clutch and leave no marks. I think it's a great tool, especially for like clear kits and the like, clear parts. Just please note, just watch what you enjoy. Well, thank you. But man, I don't watch Nick build, too busy building alongside. What if you try to hold up parts for the camera more? I feel like it's hard to get the camera to focus on that stuff. I need a better coin for that. Good times, fun hobby tips, your humble dude to virtually hang out with. Thank you. By the way, the new Discord coin looks dope. Yeah, it's a good one. Nickel Models did the artwork for the new one as well. He does some great work. It's always fun to watch someone good at what they do their thing, and the chat is good as well. Thank you. You need to pick up a piece of paper or something as the background. I need a little frame, I guess. It's the bigger razor for it. So this is a balancer, so it's not a razor. It's it's like a buffer almost. I use it to buff off the part. If I was not painting or top coating even, there's a white balancer as well that gets almost back to the exact same finish as the raw plastic. Big fan of Harmony Gold Macross. Do you have much of them? We got a few Macross kits. There's a bunch from Hasegawa that we got recently, and then of course there's the new HG that we're giving away tonight. We got a bunch of those in stock this week. Hakane, Demon of Steel, Battle of Great TV is the name of the promo pick. I have it. Oh, that's interesting. Well, the back of the heel's interesting with that like rounded. Is that supposed to be a wheel? Does anyone know? It looks almost like a wheel. It's like Heelys, but for a Gundam. It's kind of funky. The black is for matte finish. It's gray, but it's, yeah, it's more matte, I guess. Like, I think technically I don't need it if I were painting. I think I've still used it on kits I intend to paint eventually. But it helps get that last stuff off. Wheel, yeah, it's cool. So it is supposed to be a wheel. I don't remember seeing it wheel in the anime, but maybe I've just been blind. Oh, man, I want Heelys for my Gundam now. Thanks for the sub, Rick. Pray for extra mobility in Canon. They're pretty well on some shell seam lines. Call it Crocsman. We need this as a printable file stat. So a pair of Heelys in my size. I'd have so much fun at work. Those would actually probably be super useful at the warehouse for quick, effortless warehouse transportation. Dylan's brought in a Razor scooter a couple times. I think it's actually made an appearance in a weekly update or two where he rides by on it. Till OSHA visits, right? Here for the Robotech Macross. Just hopping by, just stopping by and showing my support. Hope everyone has a good evening. Thanks, Elisa. Have a good evening as well. What's the Razor Plus for the bigger one? I've heard it cuts a little better. It's also a little bit bigger. Someone at ValleyCon actually said that the Razor Plus is way better. I haven't tried it myself, but I kind of think I need to after hearing that. You have new laminate floors. My grandson loves the Heelys. They're just easier in the hand and easy to do flat sanding, etc. All right. Okay, 28 and 33. Another one from y'all, but messed up and put it in the pre-order. Want to see it for a while. Whoops. Display Siren glass file. I have all three. Super small, tight spots. Smaller is better. Box with Triptychon in it. What's Triptychon? It sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. I'm not doing good with dropping parts today. I'm always hesitant to even roll the chair after dropping a part too. Afraid it's gonna fall underneath one of the wheels. Glows used for gut sights. You mean Trichicon? Or no, Trichicon's a brand or something. Transformer. Oh. There's a radioactive material. It's not Trichicon though, it's Triton or something. What's up, Orlando? Okay, 833. Get the one I need. Transformer, it's a city. Oh, interesting. Tritium. There you go. Tritium goes to Trigicon as an optics company and uses tritium. Yeah, they all mix in my head. All right, C6. What do you think? That's radioactive, right? I don't think we ever used that. I used to work for a company that made all sorts of nifty night vision stuff. Triptychon is a huge dinosaur city counter to Metroplex. Okay. Alright, and one other part, B22. I hate to tell you, it's not to lick their sights in the army. I feel like just about anything related to a weapon probably would be a good idea not to lick for various purposes. I'm able to build. I drive home. I just want to just see me wanting to put something together. How's you supposed to mark the weapon as yours? Tritium emits electrons through beta decay, which excites the phosphor and causes it to emit visible light. Chemistry lesson here. Best way to call dibs on the grenades. Okay, this other part is going to go inside, so I don't think it ever gets seen. Trying to finish Berserk Fair. Nice. How far along are you on that one? I wonder how complex that is compared to the Blade Liger. I feel like Zoids are a ton of work. Nick, you're heard of the video game Guilty Gear because I think you'll like the music. I haven't actually. What's that about? What kind of game is that? It's a fighting game, but the joke is that Daisuke just gives us the game free with each new metal album he composes. The lead director is also the musical composer. Interesting. What platform? Pretty much any platform these days. Okay, interesting. Main, body, head, and tail done. Got to do legs and weapons still. I have a ton of runners. I put it just below our car. I haven't built the blade lagger yet. Okay, so this one. Sort of like that. That the nubs are in really painful spots on these parts right here. Right along a curve and kinda in the nook that's a little hard to reach. Almost rather than be out blatantly obvious in spots like that. Then this build is cool as it's looking. Yeah, it's kind of a cool looking kit. I don't have to build Unicorn Full Armor HG. You have 1 week to do it. Yeah, I don't think so. Off topic, and we hear about the rap music video that Offerman made about the empty SWAT search of his house. Okay, I don't even know anything about this, so I'm gonna lay off that. Okay, so this goes in there. We should do the next draw for this pin or poster. So let's do that works. Okay. So we're gonna do a number from 1 to 200, and what is the most challenging kit you have built? 1 to 200, most challenging kit you've built. 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your number and your answer to be in the same comments for it to be a valid entry. From 1 to 200, what is the most challenging kit you have built? Sniper 2, build it now, nice. Battle Rex, never again. All of them. Right. So what does everyone think of the new Build Metaverse series? I feel like this is going to be a very hotly contested thing. It seems like there are some people that are super into the idea, and there's some people that are very against it because of the likely tie into NFTs and all the baggage that NFTs kind of bring with them. Or is there an actual series to go with it too? Mind the core fight comes to MG 3.0. Messed up when folding the part with a cockpit attached to the body helps to rotate. It was confusing. Any chance the April mystery box might ship out early with Easter Bunny mail? Depends on where we're at with selling them out. They could ship a little early this coming week, though. I expect we're going to be slammed with incoming shipments, making the 3-episode Build Metaverse series. Probably to promote their silly Metaverse idea. Okay. Kind of makes sense that they would try that to go along with it. It's kind of like their attempt to do Build Divers, but real life. Alright. Oh, Metaverse concept looks childish to me. I'm all for augmented reality, but the Metaverse stuff is high school science project that went off the rails. Yeah, I don't think it's the technology is there yet, and I don't think people are ready for it yet. I could see it being a thing in like 20 years, but all right, next parts here, A20, 22, and 23. Okay, I'm gonna call time as soon as I cut these out too. Have you built the new Macross HD kit? Yeah, I think I might scoop it. I have not. Patrick did, though. He actually brought one to ValleyCon last weekend. Looks like it's really good from what I've seen. The Metaverse outlet, kind of MMO in the level of Final Fantasy 14. That would be really cool. I feel like Build Divers, like, the game would have been more interesting than the show was. And I had to Yeah, let's keep working on promoting the AI tuber girl they created as part of that project. All right, I'm gonna call time here. One to 200, number 28. Kind of expensive for an HG, but I love me some Macross. They gotta pay for the license for that one. It's one of the reasons the Gundam stuff is so much less expensive because they own the license to it. I don't see a 28, so it looks like there's no winners, so I'll try one more time at the end. What was hard about the Toggy's Flugel, you guys? All right. That makes sense. But the license, yeah, that's why like Disney kits tend to be more expensive for the amount of plastic than Gundam stuff because Bandai has all the rights to all the Gundam stuff already, and they have to license it, and Disney wants their piece. Same for the Mazinger stuff. It might be. I don't think they have the rights, own the rights to it. I think they license that stuff as well. It's all kind of series to series, and how much that series fetches for a licensing fee or royalty or whatever it is will depend series to series. Snow White Prelude to build, and those wings and funnels scare me like building a hand grenade, I bet. Feels like a kit that would need a good base for sure. Probably. Heard all the Supernova kits are bothersome due to the thin plastic. Suppose I'll find out someday. Buy more action bases. It's hard to have too many action bases. Beautiful kit, but too much going on to properly pose. Yeah, probably. It's probably a hard one to keep posed. What a cool kit Nick is building. It so far so good. I'm looking forward to the regular demi trainer and the weapon pack for it too. Down the road, fairly simple, but definitely a little bit different of a design compared to the typical Gundam. guess that's kind of true about most of the Switch for Mercury stuff. It's all kind of atypical. Here's one, Nick. What grade would you want to see more grunt kits come out in? I just want to say RG more than MG if they come out like the Xiong Sosby did. There aren't many RG grunts, so I think that would be kind of cool. I'd love like an RG gym, for example. A lot of specific kits I'd want, but that speak about like a class of suits, I think like grunts, I think that would be a good one for RG since there aren't many. Notice, but I can't get into any of the Witch from Mercury kits. The kits themselves are super awesome. I don't know if you haven't seen the series or if there's something aesthetically to them, but the kits themselves are very well designed. First, I'm looking forward to Demi Barding. Looks like a Demi trainer on steroids. What PG kits are reprinting this year? And no, I think there's a lot of them coming soon. Into in a little over a week, so excited. Can't wait for the Full Mechanics aerial drop. Same here. Still need to watch, I think, the last episode of which. Oh, that's an interesting design with the joint there. Just sliding in like that. I like that. Very much 30-minute missions, but I think, man, I did that on purpose to kind of sell the 30-minute missions. I missed the after credit scene at the end. I heard that click from across the country, so satisfying. Yeah, it's a pretty solid click right there. All right, so I got all the generic leg parts done. Should look up on YouTube for Dream Studios aerial build. The paint job is amazing. Don't like the design, but maybe want to get one. Interesting. So I'll get to the series, but I'm still firmly entrenched in UC designs. It's scary to branch out. Okay. So moving on to the right legs. Let's set aside the left, I guess. So right leg, A32. I love the UC designs. Battle Watch Mercury kits have really impressed me for HD quality and fun building. I feel like all the newer kits are pretty good. Really picky with the kits I like. I see it as a series, but love some of the designs. I think that's pretty common. Battlelog a few, but afraid to touch. Everyone seems to complain about the build quality. I think Battlelog is supposed to be pretty good. Some of them depends on the kit. Some of them are basically just reprints of older kits in new colors, and the newer ones are definitely at least a little bit enhanced, I think. Sucker for a suit with a cool backpack. Saving an MGX Freedom. How many people are still looking for an MGEX, by the way? I think we're going to be getting another lot soon in the next month or so. I'm curious how many people are dying for that. This is an awful waste, otherwise it's nice. Levelance is pretty solid. Taurus is kind of janky though. Every time I go to find one, they're sold out. It's been pretty common getting one, but I could always go for another try some cool customization or paint job on. Someone picked one up. Yeah, still mad about the shop's allotment got picked clean by a scalper. I feel like they've been going fast wherever they've been showing up. That knee's kind of interesting. All right, C14 and 15. All I've built have been mono. As mostly seen. I'm trying to push towards Fed grunts like Jim, Jaga, and Justin, etc., but not having a clue on the build wise as much as make it difficult to do so. I'm really looking for it myself. Can't bring myself to pay the price tag on it. That's interesting. Have you built any RG unicorns? I've got a few to build, but kind of intimidated for some reason. I built the full armor RG unicorn. It was a solid build. It was hard to find for a lot of reasons. I'd rather get good as someone who really wants it. The unicorn MGX, but I won't pay scalper pricing for any of it. I feel like when it did come out, it hit a point, I presume, of overstock at some shops, so I have a feeling it won't come around for a while. Although maybe it's been long enough. I'm just curious because, well, I think we still have the option to choose how many on that allotment we might be able to get. I presume people are still going nuts over it. I don't think I've seen it last anywhere. So we probably should get a whole bunch. But I gotta figure out how much that whole bunch is. How does shop pay work for you, Nick? Do you get the full payment up front, or does the payment go straight to you? We get the full amount immediately if it's approved, and it's the a firm or whatever bears the risk and is the one waiting for the repayment, basically. Your unicorn is a solid build. Look up some of the warning posts, see how you need to loosen the arms while building so you don't break them. You don't need lubricant, just gently flex the joints. That I remember it being a little bit tight, but as long as you're careful, it's actually kind of a nice feature, especially if you're talking with full armor with all the weapons and accessories. One of a few top distributors want to tighten down the market and convince Bandai to drop some people and force them to go to other outlets. I don't think so. I mean, our issue, I think, was between us and Bandai. I don't think it came from pressure from anybody. I think it was just the nature of the situation and ordering and lack of communication on their part and all that stuff. So like 100 kits at this point, so I might just be psyching myself out. Probably. If you built 100 kits, it's not going to be a problem. So the original gems, which most are P Bandai. The only recent gem build quality-wise for HG I know of is a ground type 1. MG seems clear to me. Don't like my Xeon MG kits. Alright, y'all, bedtime for me. Happy building, everyone. See you later, Matthew. Should keep track of what people are searching for on the Mecha Warehouse site as far as like what goes into the search bar or specific kit views. We don't do a lot of that. The data is theoretically there. There's so much data to pull, and I feel like trying to correlate looking at something and buying something is really hard, as it is when we do like order research on the Discord for new releases and people say, oh, I would definitely buy that and pre-order it, for example. That I'm not sure that translates to people actually paying for and pre-ordering the kit like they say. Not in the numbers we expect, because, you know, people's situations change, unexpected expenses, new information about the kit, whatever, or they see it somewhere else first. I don't know. But so trying to translate people just searching for something is really hard. All right, we should do one last giveaway attempt as well here. Let's do a number from 1 to 65, and here's a good question. What was the last kit you purchased? Let's go with that. What was the last kit you purchased? So 1 to 65. Last kit you purchased, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. Kind of interesting. It's kind of cool leg. So we got the top part of that to do, and then finishing out the other leg, and then hips and backpack weapon. I picked up a bunch of Harleplot earlier today. I'm excited. I want an army of them all over my house. Nice. I'm gonna go check the orders page for that. Oh, interesting. From the picture, it looks like the rifle attaches to the front of the armor. That's kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to call time here in just a second. We'll draw a number, and keep in mind where this is the last draw on an extra prize, since we had a winner in the first draw tonight. If we don't get a winner in the first draw, or might retry once, then we might just call it. But let's give me that 12-foot ninja vibe. Interesting. I'm not really listed a 12-foot ninja. Okay, calling time, but I want to kick and hold all of its weapons. Definitely, I like that too. Or at least have the impression that it can, even if it's really like hidden inside something, supposedly. I can hear your brain trying to avoid saying crotch. There's a little bit of that going on. Alright, time has been called. I'm going to pick a number. Number 31. I don't see a 31, so I'm going to try one more. 36. See a few 36s here. So we got Julius Nunez. What else do we got? We got Sidon Almesa. Music just stop. That was weird. And let's see, there's one other one. The third one is the time sync. So we got actually a three-way tie. So Julius Nunez, Sidon, the time sync. We're going to roll a three-sided die. Actually, we'll do a six-sided because a three-side doesn't actually exist. So we're going to pick a six. I only need one here. Let's see. So I'm going to roll a Rochambeau. There you go. How do you virtual Rochambeau? So if it's 1 or 2, it'll be Julius Nunez. If it's 3 or 4, it'll be Sidon Almesa. And if it's 5 or 6, it will be the time sync. So I'm gonna hit this roll button. with a nice little animation there. And it's number 6, so it looks like it's the time sync. Congratulations. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. Make sure you mention whether you want a pin, patch, or a poster. So that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. Hope you had a good time. I had fun. Made some good progress on this kit. Probably be finishing it up next week. Relatively quick and easy one. So I'll be back next week, finishing this kit, probably giving away something else good. And don't forget, till tomorrow evening, this SEL15 code for 15% off select items. Change that last kit you purchased if you want. There's probably some good stuff in that collection, or I know there's some good stuff in that collection, so probably something that you desperately need or want. So take advantage. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will see you all next week.